Ladies and gentlemen, hello, how you doing? My name, of course, is Open Potato. This is Factory Town. You should probably know that, but I'm assuming that you do. Anyway, jumping right back on into things, I mean, what can I say? We're in a really great place. We have a fully maxed out population. The only problem with the populace is that they're not quite getting all of the resources that they actually need. We'll take a little bit of an audit to the stores in just a second, but before we do that, I wanted to change a couple of things around with this area and just very briefly improve the delivery belts, specifically the speed of the delivery belts, because I'm not actually sure that this barn is actually getting enough potatoes. If we take a little look at the food market, you can see that the happiness that we're deriving from vegetables is only 22, which means that we are being chronically let down by the supply of potatoes. So anyway, yeah, what are we going to be doing over the course of this episode? Well, this is going to be the first thing that we do, just to make sure that we can sustain vegetable production, potato production, because potatoes are actually also needed for the veggie stew over here, so that's kind of fun. But if we do this, then it should make a little bit of a difference. It's also needed for the meat stew. Fine, fair enough. As long as we're able to do that, we should be totally fine. Either way, that's one thing that I wanted to adjust very briefly. We may have to double up the height of the belt. Because I'm still not happy with how little potatoes are actually assembling in the barn here. Yeah, that's straight up just not good, actually. Like, could just be a lot better. And in fact, maybe just doubling up is a great place to go from. Anyway, so yeah, what do we want to do over the course of this episode? Well, this is the first thing that we want to do. The other thing that I wanted to do is maybe see if we can get ourselves another air temple. I think air temples are... Nope, rotate, thank you. Air temples are kind of like the thorn in our side with regards to... Uh-oh. That was almost a disaster there. Yeah, air temples are sort of a thorn in our side, and we're in a good place. We're in a really good place for Omnistone production. Between episodes, I actually swapped out the barn that had filled to the max of Omnistone, that is. So that's been rectified, and don't get me wrong, that's good. I'm happy with it. However, is this gonna work? It might work. It'll probably work. Are we maxed out on potatoes? We're maxed out on potatoes. Okay. I feel like I shouldn't just abandon this project, even though I also feel like I should abandon this project. Either way, let's see if we can try and do this. Just get it done. Just get it done, potato. Just get it flipping done. There we go. Okay, that's good. Drag down. That's fine, I guess. And this comes over here. It needs to be set to only potatoes. Of course, the best and most exclusively available type of food stuff. It's not true. Far from it, in fact. It's the most common, most available type of food stuff. But that's what makes it so great, right? Right, there we go. That's looking much better. Let's delete this structure around the edge here. Excellent. Wonderful. And then we're just going to lead it all the way in here. Beaut. Love to see it. Okay, so there's a reason that we're sticking with the metal belt here. I obviously want to prioritize the potatoes that are needed for the inputs to the kitchen. So that's what we want to do on that front. So the top belt over here is just going to be metal, which seems entirely reasonable to me. Either way, if we boost that belt, then it should give us slightly faster veggie stew production. Not like it particularly matters, because we seem to be doing pretty darn well on that front, if I do say so myself. So yeah, let's see if we can just boost the number of workers in the kitchen. Maybe we can get some more meat stews. Again, what I want to do over the course of this episode is to optimize almost everything. As I say, we're going to do an audit in just a second, but I want to make sure that everything is running at maximum efficiency. In an ideal world, how does that need a support block? Right, not entirely sure. In an ideal world, I think that we would be able to achieve 2,000 happiness over the course of this episode. Now, I know that that sounds like a crazy thing to say. However, if we have a little look here, if we have a little look across our shops, starting at the food market, you can see that there's a whole bunch of categories that we already produce goods for. For example, eggs, and we're just nowhere near hitting our supply target. Same with fish, same with fruit, for goodness sake. Same with vegetables. Vegetables, went from supplying about 22 goods all the way up to 40. So, that's a step in the right direction for sure. But still, it's not good enough. It's not good enough. We need to fix it. And in fact, in order to rectify the vegetable situation, I might get myself something which takes carrots. There we go. We take carrots. Is there... Yeah, this is exclusive. This is for vegetables. Okay, cool. Just wanted to clarify that. It's not just for potatoes. Okay, make that belt super fast. And then that should sort of help alleviate a little bit of the pressure on the potato front. Yeah, I think that's a little bit better. Okay, so that's that. We did say that we wanted to try and get air temples down. Now, in order to get another air temple, we're actually going to need to do the air temple research. The air temple research is going to consume, I don't want to say an inordinate amount of air crystals, but it's going to consume a lot of air crystals, which we don't actually have at this moment in time. So what we're going to do, and Omnistones, but we're fine for Omnistones. We're actually going to go across to our current air temple. We're going to have a little look at the situation over here. Now, this is the barn that puts the crystals in a transmitter and then sends them off to be turned into Omnistone, which is good. We want to continue to produce our Omnistone. We just want to do it at a slightly slower pace. So what we can do is we can just expand this and drag a belt across here. And so it now properly splits in 3 ways. And then this will be our feed in. Our feed in from the... Our feed into the barn. And then we can manually move this barn all the way across here. And we can do that. Right? That sounds like a good idea, if you ask me. We are also going to need to find some way to feed in an Omnistone, because I have absolutely no idea where we're going to feed an Omnistone in from. Could potentially be from the front. That doesn't seem like an obscene idea. The only problem with it being on the front here... That was a misplaced block if ever I saw one. The only problem with it being the front is that we will probably have to go up to make sure that we don't... there we go. To make sure that we don't end up interfering with the shipping lanes. That's right. Never want to interfere with the shipping lanes. So that goes there like so. That goes there like so. That goes there like so. Yeah, it's fine. It's good enough. I guess we can set it on air temple, set it on air temple, set it on... air temple. Now, I believe that there might be some... Yeah, there's actually already, thankfully, a couple of air crystals in the school. Cool. Very, very cool indeed, actually. We don't need any mana power or anything like that to deal with it. There is other stuff that we want to do that we can do right now. We maybe should think about doing that, but that's fine. Either way, that's just a little reminder to myself of exactly what we need to do. Okay, so now we just need to wait. We just need to wait for a couple of air crystals to accumulate in this barn over here. Let's get it upgraded to the absolute max. That's fine. Omni crystals, we're ready to rock and roll with regards to Omni crystals. That's cool. Right, now on with the audit. Where can we make changes? Most especially simple changes. Simple changes that will just make a huge difference. First of all, berries, fruit. There is no reason why we should not be able to fulfill this to the absolute max. We have got a barn which is full of fruit. We've got a full belt of fruit coming through here. This is an inexcusable situation. Let's get to, let's say, fruit satisfaction category. Fruit satisfaction category. Boom. Boom. Let's go. I'm not going to be happy until I see resources that are actually leaving the town, or minecarts leaving the town with resources still in them, because that is a good sign that we are oversupplying something. Okay, eggs. How are we doing egg-wise? Egg-wise, we need a lot more. And to be honest, that is entirely because the eggs are all stuck here. There we go. Same with fish. Nope. Alright, I let one bit of fish accidentally slip through the net there. Get it? No, just me? Okay. There we go. There we go. Excellent. Wonderful. Okay, stupid bit of fish. Stupid potato. Brilliant. Okay. So that's that. I don't know how many egg trucks we have. Egg minecarts we have. Probably not enough. We've got two. Definitely two coming in. With about 40 a pop. 40 a pop is not what we need. I think we're going to get two more. I'm going to say egg. Yep. And egg. Play. Excellent. On you go. Okay, so it is going to get very, very, very congested here, but I think that that's fine. Right, slight issue that I'm seeing is this is reserved for vegetables. However, it should really be reserved for potatoes or indeed carrots. And we should make another one. In fact, we've already got another one set up over here, actually. Yeah, give me a rail loader. Set this up for carrots. There we go. And then give me a, what's it called? Yeah, grabber. That's the one. We'll grab from there, and that's gonna give us carrots. Excellent. Does that need to be super fast built? It doesn't need to be super fast built. And we'll throw that in there like so. Okay, so already we've made about 150 happiness improvements, and we've still got a long, long way to go. Fish-wise, to be honest, we could do with getting another fish. We could do with getting another fish train. Also, it seems like we're out of fish just in general here. It seems like introducing these fast belts has made a tremendous difference. Yeah, what are the chances that we can ship up some more fish? To be honest, I would be very appreciative if that could happen. We do have a lot of fish here. Right, 2 more boats. I also need to ask myself, I really, really need to ask myself, how committed to boats actually am I? You know, because at the end of the day, they only carry 80. They're quite slow in comparison to trains. Is it a better idea just to have trains, do you think? You know, as opposed to boats. I wonder if it might be. Either way, that's two additional boats that will do the fish transport, egg transport. I'm actually going to get 2 more boats over here. You got to bear in mind, each and every time that we do something like this, it's 2 people. It's 2 people to get in the boat and actually do the boat stuff, you know, to ride the boat. I don't know, captain the boat? Whatever. You get the picture. Takes 2 people. Takes two capacity to use the boat. It's a bit of a pain in the backside, but whatever. Okay, this lay-by thing that I created for a failed train experiment sounds much more nefarious than it actually was. Well, you saw what it was. It wasn't a disaster. It was an experiment. It was an experiment, and you know, as is the case so oftentimes with experiments, sometimes they don't yield positive results, or you know, well, it yielded positive results. We at least now know that we can't use trains for the function that we wanted to use them for. But they didn't yield the results that we wanted them to yield, unfortunately. You know? That was the pain in the backside. Okay, speaking of the pain in the backside, this meat stew ain't coming out of this kitchen fast enough. We're gonna get that sorted. Excellent. Lots and lots of meat stew. Again, it's these tiny little tweaks that are going to make a big old difference. Right. That in there. That in there. That in there. That in there. Excellent. Cool. Alright, I think that we need more carrot production now, crazily enough. So I'm going to grab, yeah, super fast blue belts. Super fast blue belt, and use that for our carrot output as well, which is kind of great. We are doing a lot of harvesting here. We are doing a lot of harvesting. I wonder if perhaps we might have a little bit of a shortage coming from this farm. Because this is quite a busy farm. This is quite a busy farm. Yeah, I worry about that actually. I worry about that greatly. Either way, meat stew's looking pretty darn good. We're up to almost 1,400 happiness, which is great. How are we doing? We've literally only audited the food market thus far, by the way. We're at 100% on bread, so we don't need to worry about bread at all, which is grand. We could maybe do a little bit, we could do a little bit better. We could, in an ideal world, we have this green bar brought all the way up to the extent of the blue bar, all the way up to max. But let's not worry about that at all. Chicken, we haven't even thought about chicken yet. We haven't even thought about chicken. We haven't even thought about beef. Well, actually, tell a complete lie. We do actually have beef over here. I wonder, is it at all possible to see if we could try and use this kitchen? I wonder. That may very well be the case. That may very well be the case, actually. I think we can use this kitchen to produce beef. I mean, it already is. Excuse me, that is not what I wanted. It already is producing beef. It's just a case of actually turning that beef into something usable. Okay, silo's gonna have to go over here. Scaffold ramp. Excellent. Silo over there. Rail loader. Fine. There we go. Grand in there. And let's get, what, 1, 2, 3 carts all to carry beef. Beef satisfaction category. Not raw beef. We ain't about that life. Beef and beef. Go, go, go. Excellent. Okay, so that's that over there. Now we need to get this sorted over here. That goes in there. That goes in there. You stupid idiot potato. That's fine though. It'll be fish free by the time the beef actually arrives, which is absolutely a-okay. Excellent to see. What's the issue here? Oh, you twit. Just decided not to work, did it? That's irritating, but... Oh, it's because they're tied together, aren't they? Ugh. Right. I do hate when that happens. There we go. Okay, much better. Everyone's moving at the same pace now, which is great. They have perpetual motion when they're in minecart form, but they do not have perpetual motion when they're in train form, which is very, very funny. Very, very weird. But I guess it's just one of the quirks of this game, weirdly. I suppose there would be no point in having a train if the minecarts traveled just as fast. Anyway, that'll probably degrade our situation a little bit. But it's fine. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. I wonder if it's worth getting like a shortcut over here. So, you know, if we made like a rail shortcut in this area, maybe, to allow trains to get from this, or minecarts to get from this area to this area, and then immediately into the gourmet foods area without sort of going around the whole circuit. I just worry about doing that, you know, as I'm not entirely sure what the result would be. Anyway, look at that. 400 happiness generated from the food market. That's a massive improvement over what we were getting, which is really, really great. Anyway, that's beef coming in as well, which is grand. Fruit juice. I'm not super worried about fruit juice. Milk we are actually producing, if I'm not mistaken. Milk we are producing over here. Yeah, we actually have plenty of milk. I wonder if milk is another thing that we want to just sort of see if we can extract from this area. I think I'm going to give it a shot, to be honest. Right. Where is Fast Belt? There we go. Wonderful. Grabber. Only grab. Milk. Excellent. Yep, that's why we only grab milk. That goes to there. Excellent. Silo. In there. Beautiful. Are we out of milk already? We're out of milk already. Bit of a concern to me. But that's okay. We got more milk coming in. The problem is that I want to make sure that the milk to the kitchens get prioritized. But at the same time, I obviously want as much milk as possible. Let's see if we can bump up the number of people that are working in both of the grain mills. Let's give that a shot. I know that we're going to need a lot more grain. But the way that we can get more grain moved over there is by, that's right, doubling up the level. Man, this is like a top tip. This is like a top tip if you're a factory town connoisseur, if you're a factory town enthusiast, then using these arches to gain like an extra shoot layer or an extra layer of something, it's just so valuable. Okay. There we go. So that's a little bit more grain to the grain mills. We're harvesting grain just about as quickly as we possibly can. Let me see if I can plant a little bit more grain around here. There we go. We've got fertilizer coming in. We've got plenty of water coming in. It's quite fast. Yeah, it's quite fast. Not interested in Omnistone upgrading anything quite yet. Not at this stage. I'm also conscious of the fact that if I prioritize milk production, then beef production will fall by the wayside, and that's not exactly what I want to see happen, because I need beef and I need everything. I need everything to be produced, to be honest. Here's what I can do. Oh, you twit potato. Yeah, do that. Give that a shot. See if we can grab a splitter here. There we go. Nice. Okay, so that sort of diverts a little bit of extra resource to where we need it. Excellent. Okay, and that's gonna be more milk. That's gonna be more milk production, which is grand. We are fully backlogged in terms of milk, but that's fine. Jam, berry cake. Yeah. Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. Give me another bit of scaffold over here. Give me that over there. This is gonna be reserved real quick for milk. Excellent. Give me 2 boats. I think 2 is probably dramatic overkill, but that's fine. And that goes over there. And that goes over there. Excellent. And then, after that, we grab 1, 2, 3. Just making sure that these aren't actually connected, because we've had that problem before. Milk, yes, go. Milk, yes, go. Milk, yes, go. Go, I said. Wonderful. Okay, and so that's gonna be milk production if we can get ourselves another. Goodness gracious me, it starts to lag out when you hover over it, doesn't it? Right. Milk, milk, milk. Beautiful. Wonderful. Okay. So, are we going to crest 500 happiness? Probably. Probably with the addition of milk, we're going to crest 500 happiness. Coinage still is of no issues to me, to be honest. No issues at all. Really. Yeah. It's just not a big deal. Are we maxed out on eggs? That's carrots over there. Where's eggs? Eggs are here. Can't actually see. Are we? We must be maxed out on eggs. On egg happiness. Oh, no. I know what the issue actually is. The issue is, we can't even see because it's so laggy. The issue is that under there is no fast belt. Okay, here's what we gotta do. We gotta move this silo out for strategic repairs. There we go. To be honest, whoa, why the heck did that get deleted? To be honest, all of this should just be super fast belt. I don't think it needs to be super fast built, but you know, at least if it's super fast built, then it means that we don't have to come back and rectify this later on, because at this rate we're almost certainly going to have to rectify this later on. So there we go. Okay, good stuff. Give me more egg happiness. More egg happiness is the way forward. Right, looking good. Looking very, very good. I think we've got plenty of trucks that deliver eggs, so I'm not too worried on that front. That's great. The only thing that does concern me, as I've already said, is the fact that we are going to be slightly... We're going to be slightly pressed for beef production now, which I'm not exactly enthusiastic about. Yeah. It's good, though. The grain mill is working... It's working well. It's working well. Do we have any earth power over here by any chance? No. It is doable. It is doable to get it over here, but I'm not particularly interested in speeding up that farm. If we do want to grab extra grains over there, we'll just pick up some more. We'll just pick up some more farms. It's that simple. Also, why am I suddenly out of beef now? This ain't hot. This ain't hot. This is exactly the problem that I warned of. Look at this. We're out of beef coming into the beef kitchen. We ain't got enough of the stuff. We ain't got enough of the stuff, and as a consequence, the meaty stew production is way down, which is not good. Which is not good at all. Which is not good at all. We're after like 100% efficiency on all fronts. That would be excellent if that could happen, please. Right, I'm gonna remove these resources. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna do this. These steam engines are pretty much useless at this point. They're still providing water, etc., but it's just a little bit unnecessary. Anyway, give me this, sure. Then I'll do supply grain, supply water, supply fertilizer. Actually, this was a bit of a mistake. I should make it a little bit further away so that the farm doesn't accidentally end up mining the other farm's tiles. Anyway, what I'm doing here is I'm just going to basically create another grain area, which we're going to link up with chutes. Why chutes? Because they're a little bit cheaper than super fast belt, even though I know, thank you very much to everyone who left a comment saying that super fast belts do supply slightly more goodies than chutes. Nope. Can't copy grain. Well, you can, but only sometimes. Only if it's in the wild. Right. Wonderful. Is there a mining overlay? Is there a pipe system here? Yep, there is. There we go. Excellent. I think that is very, very much necessary. Let's get that all hooked up. Let's get as many workers in here as we possibly can. It's a huge number, but it should be fine. Steam pump. I'm just not happy with the position of this steam pump, to be honest, but it's okay. It'll have to do for now. We thankfully do not require this water area for anything. Like, in all certainty, we're never going to end up using it. So it looks a little bit funky, but it's fine. Either way, let's get that all processed, and the output of this is going to go straight into... It's going to go straight into the chute over to there. I do not want this to backlog, though, so I'm probably going to end up creating a brand new input area. Same with here. Yeah, okay, we'll just have to supply the water remotely. Excellent. So I think that the chute should be totally fine, and that should supply more than enough grain. As I've already said, the thing that I do worry about is water. Does that work? How about that? It's looking not too bad. I think that's a little A little bit better. A little bit better. And that is a full belt of beef, albeit it's a slow belt, but it is a belt of beef nonetheless. Excellent. All right, it's almost a full fast belt of beef as well, which is really, really good. Very, very good indeed. Do I want to disconnect? I think I kind of want to do... Do kind of want to disconnect this belt over here. So all of the output from this grain mill can just go straight into the pasture over here, which will give us milk. That is a little bit better. It's a little bit better. It's not perfect, though. It's not perfect at all. We need more grain. Excellent. That's much better. Cool. Alrighty. Is that going to work? Looks like it's going to work. The only thing that does worry me is that we need more water pretty much everywhere. Like, we're pretty short on water now, which is kind of weird, but it is what it is, I guess. Let me see if we can go, like, the other direction here. There. Okay, give that a shot. That actually seems like a strat. You know what I mean? That seems like a legitimate strat. So we output from both sides of the mill. Either way, that's pretty much full beef production. It's pretty much full milk production. Could maybe do with getting a few more farmers in the pasture. Yeah, it's looking good. It's looking really, really good. What can I say? I'm happy with that. If we're able to maintain that level of beef production, then I'm sure things will run a little bit more smoothly. It's all about the meaty stew. It's all about the meaty stew. I just wonder if it's possible for us to get another kitchen around here somewhere so that I'm not sort of like double dipping here. Yeah. That is the concern to me. Also, is it just one beef boat that we've got? It's just one beef boat that we've got. Let's grab another beef boat, just so that we have slightly more regular deliveries. Even if we don't need to move more, it's still good to get more regular deliveries, right? Okay, cool. The beef boat is en route. And the amount of beef that we're converting into meaty stews, pretty disappointing, to be honest. Pretty disappointing. I feel like we need to split this. I feel like we need to split this off. We need to split it in twain, if it's all possible. Either that, or we just add a steam booster. We see what we can do in terms of steam over here. I mean, it's not bad. It's not bad. It does give us a good little boost. Yeah, it's okay. Could certainly be worse. But it still doesn't give us 100% production of meaty stew, which is what we're really looking for. We just need a few... We just need this to be a little bit faster. What if I throw in an Omnistone upgrade? I mean, what about a fire boost? We're actually not super far away from a fire network, right? No, we're pretty close to fire production, but not a fire network. Well, there is a fire network out here. The only fire network that we've got is over at this side of the map, which makes magma. How much does that give us? 100% production speed? It is a lot. Maybe we just Omnistone it. Give me an Omnistone. One more. Okay, cool. Now that must be almost continuous production, and I dare say that that gives us 100% beef, 100% meaty stew production with 5 workers. Okay, so that's a step in the right direction. That is for sure. The only thing is that now we need more. Now we need more beef to be moved over here. That's the only thing. We need more consistent beef movement. And we just need more beef production just in general. I wonder if it's just worth us getting another... Sure, grab another beef farm. Beef farm? Whatever, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Another beef farm. It's just that simple. Lol, just build more beef farms. Okay. That's looking and feeling much better. Vibing pretty hard right now with what's going on. No, not vibing with that. There we go, that's better. And then this comes in there. Excellent. Cool. Oh, you twit potato. You total fool. Total fool. Grabber. Beef only. I don't know why I'm so fixated on beef. Okay, just pick this up. Pick up this fertilizer nonsense. There we go. Excellent. Okay, so I think two boats are fine. We just need a little bit more. We just need a... Man, how much grain do we flippin' need? Okay, this needs another output for sure. There we go. We could do with adding a steam booster to all of these things. We're not able to output beef? What? It's because we're outputting cooked beef. Now that's an immediate blunder. It's very daft. Never going to be outputting cooked beef from a farm, are we? No siree, that's not going to happen anytime soon. Yeah, steam booster would be decent enough to add on here. Does this need to be super fast built? Probably not. We just need to work through the backlog that we've got of beef buildup. You know what they say about beef buildup? It's never good. Never ever good. And then we need more. Then we need more bags of animal feed, I think. We're not even... Wow, this farm is not even managing to stay on pace with the amount of grain that we actually need. Wow, holy cow. We are going through a lot of grain here. And we also need more water. To be fair, that was kind of expected. To be fair, it was kind of expected that we need more water, but that's okay. We'll just set up something like this. Excellent. Yeah, I mean, that does sort of slow down the traffic a little bit, but I think that'll give us enough water. Yeah, it does give us enough water. Either way, does that give us slightly more beef? Gives us slightly more beef. It's still not going to be anywhere near enough, though, is it? No. Almost certainly not. Almost certainly not. Which is a bit of a pain in the backside, but it's okay. We're slowly but surely getting there. We're very, very close. We're very close to making this work, I feel. Certainly not far off. Okay, that's going well. That's going well. Yeah. Maybe I do reconnect this. Tell you what I do. Tell you what I do. Here's what I do. Delete this. Delete that. Delete that. Cool. Then we're going to grab a... We're going to grab a pusher in here. So a pusher is we'll redirect matching items if there is space. Otherwise, it'll let it pass. Is that going to do it? Doesn't really do what I want it to do, to be honest. No, not really. Not really. Right. And then this gets moved to here. Rotate that around. Pick up that. And we should be good, right? Okay, so if there's space here, it'll let it pass. If there's not... Yeah, okay, cool. That's great. That means just a much more optimized route as far as I can see. And then let's also drag this out here so we get another output. There we go. Okay, that should be much, 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 much better. Yeah, I'm very, very happy with that. Cool. Not perfect, but far from imperfect. If that's a thing that people say. Sure as heck sounds like it should be something that people say, if it's not. Our farm is actually providing a little bit too little grain, unfortunately, but that's fine. We can address that later. This is a fine situation for now. Let's have a little look. 566 happiness. Wow, we're actually at 100% beef production, which is very, very good. Or 100% beef consumption, I should say. Eggs, again. How are we doing so poorly on the egg front? I don't know. Is it because I've not reserved this for eggs? I feel like it should be reserved for eggs. Cool. And then cooked. Cooked fish. Cooked fish. Alright, that's not too bad. Okay, I did say at the start of the episode that I've got like 4 achievements left to get. It would be kind of nice if I could get those 4 achievements. I'm not, you know, I'm not overly confident that we're going to be able to get them super quickly, but that's fine nonetheless. How are we doing in terms of egg production over here? Not bad. How are we doing in terms of egg storage over here? Terrible. In fact, what do we need? We need more water. Oh man, there's always something, isn't there? There is always something. It's just never a case of, oh, it's just a nice easy scalable process. No, it's always something. Alright, so we'll do what has now become a standard potato trope. We'll just get like 4 wells, and that's all we need. It's actually really, really easy to make eggs in comparison to almost everything else farm related. We surprisingly only need one single bag of animal feed, which is usually, I say, fairly easy to come by. Right, this actually doesn't need to be a splitter. This needs to be a pusher as well. Because again, we want to prioritize full egg production, and then after that the additional can go on to leather production. I don't love it, but I don't exactly have any other choice. Unless we do something like that. It's a little bit of a sneaky maneuver. But it does sort of help us inject a few extra bags of grain into the mix, which is kind of nice. Yeah, don't mind that. Don't mind that at all. Cool. All right, looking good. Looking very, very good. And that should really, really, really increase our egg production, which is grand, which should lead to more happiness further down the road. Excellent. We're already up to 1,600, basically, which is really, really good. Okay, 580 happiness coming literally just from the food market alone. Chicken, let's not faff around with chicken at this moment in time. Milk is coming along. Butter, I mean, we do actually have butter production. We do actually have butter production. That's cake production over there. Butter production could be done, to be honest. It could be done. It could definitely be done. But you know what? Let's not worry about butter production. I've sort of committed to doing an audit of everything, but now I realize that 43 minutes in, and I don't want to say that we've barely scratched the surface of optimizing the food market, but we kind of have barely scratched the surface of optimizing the food market. We're close though. We're close to perfection. We're close to perfection. Okay, let's see if we can maybe grab butter. However, before we do that, I want to see if I can progress my research a little bit. So let's move this barn. Let's move this barn that I said I was going to move. Let's move it over there. Let's see if we can grab the full Omnistone barn. There we go, full Omnistone barn. And we shall get another air temple, which is not necessarily going to be the answer to all of our problems, but it's going to go a significant portion of the way to fixing some issues that we were experiencing, which is just grand. How's this area looking? Why is this area not looking super hot? Are we're fully water ethered up. There we go. We need 100% water ether there. We have so much water ether that it's not even funny. I think that we're probably going to be fine for crystals. Yeah, we're pretty good for water crystals actually. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. How are we doing for just general crystal production? Yeah, we're doing pretty good. We're doing pretty good. We got 100. We got 100% full barn over here. Pipes, that's all good. Stone, that's all good. That's all maxed out. I mean, how are we doing for polished stone production? Yeah, we're doing pretty good for polished stone production. We just need gold. Gold is like a resource that is in a major shortage at this moment in time. If I have a little look at the mining overlay, yeah, it's in short supply. There we go. I think maybe the answer to this question is delivering pickaxes, because there is a pickaxe belt nearby, and you were actually able to just see that all of the iron deposits, which are like growing back faster than we can really farm them. It's good to see, actually. It's good to see. The pickaxe is really making a big old difference there. Making a big old difference. Yeah, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna grab this. Gonna grab this. Grab that. And we are going to grab the belt up to here. Is that gonna work? No, it's not gonna work. Not at all. That's okay though. We got another plan. Here's what we're gonna do. That high. We drag down to this level. Kind of hate that. Kind of hate it a lot. Build a scaffold block. Excellent. It's a good belt. It's a good belt. Does work. Looks good to me. All right, now what we need to do is get a splitter in here, and we're golden. Excellent. That is great. We need to make sure that we auto supply pickaxes, which is grand. Happy with that. To be honest, I feel like it would be nice if we could get more gold set up over here, but there's not many gold resources littered around, are there? Because I do remember that I've removed a couple of gold deposits, but there's not many. I mean, airstone is not gold, unfortunately. A little bit of gold up here, but very slight amounts. There's no big gold patches as far as I'm aware. Another small one over here. Yeah, nothing major. Nothing major. I tell you what, it might almost be worth us seeing if we can prospect for gold. And prospect for gold in this vicinity. That would probably be something good to do. Why are we not able to move more planks up here, by the way? It's because we're not using reinforced planks with the same speed that we used to be using them in, and therefore there's no space to unload. There's no space to unload the planks. Wow. It's kind of crazy. Speaking of planks, are we supplying 100% of planks? We are actually supplying 100% of planks, so there's no way that we can sort of increase deliveries of planks there, unfortunately. As much as I would dearly wish to. I wonder if it's just worth moving this barn out just for a second. Sticking a brand new barn in over here. And upgrading it to the max. Yeah. Yeah, that might be worth doing. We still need to jewel this track here. I keep talking about it, but it does need to be done. Okay, gold ore is looking good. I still don't think that we're supplying enough of the stuff. We need 4 bits of gold ore in order to forge a single ingot. So it's a lot of ingot. A lot of ingot supply. A lot of ingot supply. And that could well be a problem. I think maybe our only option is to try and bring it in from somewhere else. Yeah, short term that is. Long term we should be able to prospect. Speaking of prospecting, how are we doing? Wow, we are straight up out of. Okay, wow, we're out of air crystals. That's a big old pain in the backside. Okay, you know what? Let's move these air crystals over here. Do that. And we can just hot swap. We can hot swap some air crystals in whenever we need to. Cool. Presumably we're still fine for Omnistone. Yeah, we got plenty of Omnistone. It's not a big deal at all. I also think that we've got a full, yeah, a full barn of magic conveyor belts, which is pretty good. Excellent. Okay, 1,400 happiness pretty consistently here, which is not too shabby. You know, there's a lot of stuff that we still need to improve upon. Egg production is the one that really grinds my gears. It really does. Like, I feel like we should be better in terms of egg production. We should just, oh, goodness gracious me, that's very laggy. We should just be better in terms of egg production. Like, we just should be. And yet, we're just not. We're just not. I almost feel like it is worth getting a train route set up here. I feel like it must be, right? Like, look at the number of boats that we've got. If we wanted to, we could replace this with like a dedicated train route that just runs along the river at the level of the river. I mean, I feel like I want to do that. Let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know if you want me to replace all of these boats with a train. I kind of like the fact that I've got like boats ingrained in the delivery process, but at the same time, also, are we not? We need fire ether. Why do we not have fire ether coming in here? Are we out of firestone? Oh, we're out of firestone. Yeah, sure. Build a mine shaft or whatever to access the firestone. Excuse me? There we go. Excellent. Yeah, so let me know if you want me to do that. I mean, we've obviously got boats elsewhere doing pretty key deliveries, so I'm not, you know, bothered about removing boats from this part of the process, but it is kind of cool how we've got boats that, you know, do really important functions. I like it. It's good fun. But I do feel like trains would be a darn sight faster. Almost certainly. And would allow us to hit perhaps close to this 100% target here. Either way, we're not looking too bad. We're not looking too bad at all. Fruit juice, I mean, I should just make fruit juice, shouldn't I? I should just make fruit juice. It's produced in the kitchen. Let me have a little look. Fruit juice is literally just... It's just fruit. It's just fruit. I mean, if I've got a flippin' berry farm over here, I should just do it, eh? I should just do it. I should just do it. We've already got a kitchen which is just making jam, which is 4 fruit, to be fair. Right. Here's what I'm gonna do. We're getting a whole bunch of additional berries, which I cannot copy for the life of me. There we go. Excellent. Yeah, we just need many more berries, and we're gonna need a little bit of water. This is just a disaster. It's a disaster of a water network, to be honest, but it's fine. Excellent. Okay, so that's water production set up. Brilliant. Once we see this reaching 100%, then I'll know... Yeah, once we've backlogged a whole bunch of berries, then I know that it's time to add on another belt and get that all sorted out. Boom. Boom. Excellent. Excellent. That's looking good. That's looking real good. Okay, so here's what happens next. The kitchen gets moved to here. We grab this in there. Excellent. Clean that up. Excuse me? I said clean that up. Also, this needs to be filtered to berries only. Excellent. Up there. Cool. Just get that all cleaned up. That is not good enough, unfortunately. Yeah, bring that across there. We need to make sure that the harvester is still able to access this coal route, because otherwise we're going to have major supply issues. And just like that, we should be able to give ourselves a brand new sellable resource, which is very exciting. Now, are we going to be able to supply all of these areas with berries consistently? I think we are, you know. I think we are. Looks good, feels good. Pretty happy with it. The only thing that I will say is that we could probably boost the amount of berries that are going into this kitchen. The kitchen that makes jam. So therefore, let me see if I can get a magic conveyor belt set up over here. Just place that down as reference for now. So I can copy it later. Excellent. Excellent. And excellent. Looking real good. Looking real fine. Okay, we're probably going to need a little bit more sugar production over here. But sugar production can also be boosted. At least the first bit can be boosted. There we go. That ain't too shabby if I do say so myself. Very nice. Very, very nice. Might be worth us getting a few more workers in here just to make sure that we don't end up ever running out of berries. Also, is this upgraded? I think this is still slow belt here. Yeah, okay. So that should transpire to, yeah, a much, much fuller belt, which is grand. Thank goodness I spotted that. Otherwise, we'd have major issues down the line. Okay, jam production is looking a little bit more consistent. That's also going to help with happiness. Let's get this fruit juice stuff sorted out now, shall we? Okay, very, very simple process. We've already done it once this episode before. Just grab that. We set it for fruit juice. Wonderful. And we set up 2 boats. Again, maybe this is an area that we could use a train. The thing that I love about games like this, 3 boats, that's a bit enthusiastic potato, isn't it? The thing that I love about games like this is that, you know, the world is your oyster, really, in terms of the way that you accomplish certain objectives, certain missions. It's entirely up to you how you want to go about fixing things. So, you know, it's entirely plausible that we could be completely happy with boats for the rest of the game, or alternatively, we could give up on boats right now. Fruit juice, yep. Fruit juice, yep. Play. Excellent. Okay, so it's only 2 at the moment, but that's fine. We'll deal with that in a sec. Right. This is fruit juice. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Alrighty. Let's get ready to rock and roll. Let's get ready to rock and roll on the fruit juice front. Gonna get 1 more for fruit juice just to be on the safe side. Excellent. Very happy with that. Jam production should also increase just a little bit. Okay, so where's this going to get us to? I mean, if we're lucky, it'll get us to about 1,600 happiness. But to be honest, when the eggs come through, for some obscene reason, they take a ridiculously long time to get delivered. I don't understand. I don't understand the whole egg situation. I feel like we should be delivering enough eggs. And yet we're just not. That's what's crazy. We're just not delivering anywhere near enough eggs. Is it just that the fact that our delivery time is just takes too long? Maybe this is the problem. The fact that neither of these barns are upgraded, and therefore we can't actually store anywhere near enough. Can't store anywhere near enough eggs? That might very well be it. Because I'm almost certain that we've got plenty of eggs coming through. Anyway, up to 1,600 happiness, which is quite good. The other thing that I did see that I wanted to get made over the course of today's episode, although I don't think it's going to be possible, was the fish stew. So that will require fish, butter, 2 tomatoes, and 2 fuel. It's a bit of a tricky one actually, because where's the best place to do that? I mean, we've obviously got tomatoes here. We've got fuel here. I wonder if it's worth us trying to get it set up somewhere over here. So we can supply via belt, actually. We can supply this fuel there. The cooked fish we can actually export from this building right here, which is kind of what I think I'm going to do. I don't know why this is a priority for me right now, sort of at 57 minutes into the episode, 1 hour into the episode, etc. You get the picture. Okay. That in there. That in there. Cool. Alright. Not eggs. Nope. Just fish. Cooked fish. Thank you. Right. 1, 2. All the way across there. Brilliant. Okay, and then we need to just do, what, like that, except just like across country or something. There we go. All right, so cooked fish is going to now be split 50-50. 1,750 happiness. That ain't too bad at all. Okay, tomatoes, or tomatoes, as dignified people pronounce, can maybe be split off from this route over here. Right, here's plant. Excellent. That's more than enough to clear that area over there. Let's keep up the good work. Excellent. That looks very, very good. Very, very happy with that. As long as we get a splitter in here, that should be fine. This leaves us one single conundrum, and that is the butter conundrum, as I shall refer to it now. And also the where the heck do we supply this to conundrum. I think the answer to that is like here? No. Can't be. Because we're going to need to de-elevate the land here if that's the case. But that's going to be very hard to do given that we've already built some stuff around here. Yeah, that's not too bad at all. Okay, it's going to be confined to just that for now. That needs to be swapped around. Cool. Then here's what we're going to do. Grab some nice tall arch structure. Immediately misplace a block. Bridge across here. I think that might just work for everyone. But we'll have to wait and see. Grabber. There we go. Yeah, okay, that doesn't actually work for everyone. My bad. Okay. Go. Delete that there. Okay. Man on a mission. Man on a mission. We're doing it. We're doing it here. We're doing it here, everyone. We're doing it. Okay, so that works. That's the supply. Now we just need to get butter somehow. Now, I said that I didn't want to do what I'm about to do, but I do now want to do what I'm about to do. So, here's what we're going to do. We're going to copy this structure over here, as it's basically the exact same route that I want to take. Drag down, drag up, copy. I think we're going to need to boost our butter production. I don't think that that's going to come as a surprise, given that I have loads and loads and loads of uses for this butter. There we go. Cool. Right. So is that consistent butter production? That's pretty consistent butter production, to be honest. Excellent. Okay, so on the butter front, we are going to need to do two things. Two things with the butter. We're going to stick in a scaffold right there. We're going to stick in a silo right here. This is going to be the butter silo. Then I'm going to stick in scaffold over here. One out. And then we're going to get this over to here. And I'm going to copy and paste this. Again, we don't want to interfere with the shipping routes. That is imperative. We do not want to do that. That is the primary concern right now for me. We don't want to jumble that too much. Yep, rotate this so that we don't end up inputting through the front door, because that could be embarrassing. All right, that's butter. That's butter. Does it look jank? Yes, it does. Am I happy with it? Yes, I am. Right, two buttermobiles. Excellent. I tell you what, boats may be a pain in the backside to get working, but once they're working, they do look heckin' cool, don't they? They do look heckin' cool. Man, this farm is just so overworked. It really is. Do I want to add an Omnistone upgrade? Sure. Give me 2 Omnistone upgrades. See if that makes a difference. This grain mill is trying to output grain and it's still having no joy? What? Why is that the case? Oh. Well, that's a bit strange. Okay, hold up. Yeah, I don't know what the heck is going on here. Right, there we go. That should be a little bit better. Weird how that didn't end up working out, but now it should be fine. I think that's every grain mill being used to its fullest potential. I think. I say that, and yet this grain mill also doesn't seem to be doing anything particularly wise. What the heck was happening here? Why the heck is this not... There we go. Very strange. Don't understand what's going on there. Might have just been a little bit of animal feed left on the belt. Super weird. Either way, that's going to be a whole bunch of butter. We should now be delivering butter to this silo, even if we're not moving it out of this silo. Let's prioritize getting it all the way into the kitchen. Do I want to put the silo here? I don't know actually if I want to do that. To be honest. Move this silo. Move this silo here. The reason that I suggest that is that I feel like what I should do is get this moved to butter. So what I want to do is I actually want to split off half of the production or half of the delivery. There we go. Take this all back. It actually makes it look a little bit nicer, which is a bonus, but not huge. Just got another achievement there for building fish. What do you call it? Fish stew. Right. That doesn't make any difference. Grabber. Great, we got butter. Cool. Happy with that. So 50% of the production is going to get split over here. And so that means that 50% is going to go towards making fish stew. The other 50% is going to go towards just butter. Right, so butter deliveries. Butter deliveries. Great. Go. And the go. And then we're going to grab butter over here. It's butter here, isn't it? Yeah, it is butter. Okay, so that's everything barring chicken. I did not consider that chicken would be the last thing to actually get done here. Load, unload. Excellent. Let me grab this. Up to there. Super fast belt, as I've already said. Needs to also be arch belt. That's cool. That goes over there like so. Brilliant. Is this already set on butter? Nope. Will be. Excellent. Okay, so that's butter. That's butter. That's brilliant. Very, very, very happy with that. We don't have any fish stew delivery trucks either. Let's do that. Fish stew. 2 in 1. 2 in 1, folks. Fish stew. Fish stew. Go. Okay, excellent. Now, we need to make sure that Gourmet Foods is ready to accept fish stew. Thankfully, I had the fortitude to... Gourmet Food. Fish stew is its own thing, isn't it? Yeah, fish stew is definitely its own thing. I knew that was the case. Okay, meat stew is great. We're 100% meat stew, 100% jam, 100% veggie stew, and not far off cakes, actually. Yeah, we're not far off full cake production either, so we need to maybe tweak cake production a little bit, or berry cake production, I should say, and that'll pretty much get us over the line. So very, very nice on that front. Rail loader, yep, fish stew. Okay, that's great. I think that this might, if we're lucky, this might be the last push that we need to get us over 2,000 happiness, which would be great, because that was the initially identified aim of this episode. Let's bump that up. Let's get as many people as we possibly can working here. Excellent. If it doesn't get us past 2,000 happiness, I'm going to be very, very unhappy. No, jokes aside, it'll be fine. It'll get us very, very, very close. I would imagine it'll get us very, very, very close. Doesn't sort of solve the coin imbalance. We've got tons and tons of yellow coins. We've got a good number of red coins. Hardly any blue coins comparatively, and then, you know, a decent number of purple coins as well. So, you know, it's all good, really. It's all good. Have we got fish stew? We do indeed have fish stew. 32 fish stew. Excellent. Happy with that. Tomatoes. Are we not maxing out our tomato production? That's a little bit obscene. There we go. Do that then. Right. Can we throw any more people into this farm? I tell you what the issue is here. The issue is that we don't have any water. We've got like a tiny little bit of water, but I mean, pretty much nothing. You know what? The good news is that we've already got a system over here to supply water. Yeah, go for that. Go for that there, video game. Fertilizer's a little bit of a no-go, unfortunately. I doubt we're ever going to be able to use fertilizer properly, but that's fine. The butter is still coming in here. The butter it's coming in slowly, though. Very, very slowly. Why is it coming in slowly? Because the pasture isn't able to get enough grain. Because the farm isn't able to get enough grain. I mean, look, this farm is tough gig. Really, really tough gig. This farm needs to supply grain to pretty much everywhere. And it doesn't look like there is enough. Doesn't look like there is enough grain around. Which is a bit of a shame. Okay. Can I increase the height of the land here? Height of the land there. Height of the land there. Might be possible for us to get a few more grain tiles in here. We can delete this well. It's not longer. It's not longer. It's no longer required. Do we have a bit of grain for reference? Compliant grain. Nice. You know, so that's a little bit of an improvement. It's not much. It's nothing that's worth writing home about, but it's fine. You know what? Let's get an Omnistone upgrade again. Do I want to max out production at this grain farm? I feel like maybe not a crazy idea. I just added an earth booster, even though we're not super close to an earth power ring, for want of a better phrase. However, I feel like we should make an exception to try and get earth power out here as quickly as we possibly can. Is this earth power that's demanded over here? I think this is earth power that's demanded over here. This is earth power that's demanded over here, and it's just not being done. Okay, this is a bit of a... It's a bit of a sham. It's a bit of a bad situation here. Hold up. Let me grab a splitter. Is there a splitter here? Yep. Wonderful. Right. I really need to end this episode. This is turning into a little bit of a disaster zone. But that's fine. You know, disaster zones, something, something. I don't know. I was meaning to come out with some sort of like weird and wacky comment on the world, but in hindsight, there really was nothing. There really was nothing to say. Okay. So, will this make a difference? Sure will. Right, wonderful. So, let's get these rechargers working slightly faster. See if we can build another mana receiver over here. Don't think it's going to be possible to build a mana receiver over here. Actually, no, it will be possible to build a mana receiver over here. What am I talking about? Right, remove these resources. Man, there's a lot of grain on this island. Just like naturally occurring grain. Right, that goes in there. Comes out here. We haven't dealt with like mana power in what feels like forever, to be honest. It's been a long time. Right, that's what I meant to do. That's what I meant to do. Yeah, this is only gonna hopefully supplement our situation. Excellent. Grab the pipes. So this is just a very, very much a backup system here. And then it's just gonna feed into the exact same place. Right, so here's what I'm gonna do. What do we need for these, by the way? We need mana power. Okay. Could be a little bit of a pain in the backside. Right, there's already a splitter naturally occurring in here. So I'm going to take... This is going to be a really janky route, but we're going to take a full belt of charged earth crystals all the way around the edge here. Because I need to get to... Where do I need to get to? I need to get to all the way over here. Yeah, this is it. Right in there. It's going to cost us a huge amount of mana pipes, but it's absolutely going to be worthwhile. We're going to come right the way back around here. And right in there. Okay, I mean, it's not perfect. We burned through a huge amount of mana pipes, as I say, but it's fine, and it gives us the earth boost, which is I think is what we need really to make this area properly pop. Yeah. Yeah, so that takes us up to 3,900%. This is obscene. This is obscene. I'm gonna get another Omnistone upgrade. Sure. Let's do it. I don't suspect there's gonna be enough earth crystals coming through here to actually continually power the farm. But hopefully there is. Is this the final level of Omnistone upgrade that I can actually get? The 500 Omnistone upgrade? It could very well be. Okay. Well, how much happiness are we on? I mean, we're not in a great place in terms of happiness, to be honest. I feel like we could be a little bit further ahead, given the circumstances. Butter. How have we not got butter? Is butter being delivered? Oh, butter's not being delivered. But you know why butter's not being delivered? Because that arrow is pointing in the wrong direction. Okay, once butter is delivered, that's going to instantly give us about 100 extra happiness. You think I'm joking? I'm not joking. I ain't joking. No word of a lie. 100 extra happiness is going to come in through butter. So that is going to get us painfully close to where we need to be. 1,900. Can we hit 1,900? Can we get more butter? Can we get more butter moved in here? I'm gonna grab some more minecarts. We're gonna get some more butter. Because I would love to, like, actually accomplish a proper objective over the course of this episode. Just whilst we're waiting for that to happen, can I just go copy a barn, get that in here? Uh-oh. We're out of air crystals. That's fine. Go into the mining overlay. If in doubt, just use pickaxes. Build some mine shafts. Can't afford? How do I not have any pickaxes? There we go. Okay, do that. 1,900 happiness. 1,900 happiness and counting. Right, we clearly need more pickaxes since we're using so many of them, well, everywhere, actually. Right, I'm going to pick up some pickaxes. Pick up some pickaxes from the belt. Wonderful. Mining overlay. Mining overlay, mining overlay. And where did I want to build it? Yeah, build it right over here. Cool. Excellent. Brilliant. Okay, that's going to give us a little bit more air ether. Okay, look, I think we have to call it here. We have to call it here. I don't think we're far off. We're definitely ever so close to hitting, you know, 2,000 happiness. Oh, I feel like we can't give up now, really. Come on, video game. Come on, do it. Get us over the line. It's trending upwards, but it's trending upwards ever so slowly. It is painful. 1,960, I think, was the max. That looks like where things sort of settled. It's not going to be difficult to push us above 2,000 happiness. Pushing us the last way is going to be more challenging. Either way, that's us got every single resource with the exception of chicken, which we can deal with super easily. Eggs, unfortunately, still a massive pain in the backside. I can't for the life of me figure out why the heck that's not working. We have sure as heck tried. Oh, is this going to be it? Is this going to be it? We're going to do it. 2,000 happiness. We did it! 2,000 happiness! Wow, in the last seconds, the dying seconds of the episode, we managed to accomplish it. Well, you know what, ladies and gents? On that note, we're going to end this episode. Thank you oh so much for watching. This has been a real roller coaster, literally and figuratively, because I built a lot of belts that look very, very like roller coasters. We'll be back next time. We'll do an audit on another one of these stores. We'll see what more we can improve, because we're very, very close. Very, very close to just getting everything done. Research-wise, we are 91 out of 100 points towards air temple research. Did say that I wanted to accomplish that, but it took significantly more air crystals than I anticipated, but we should be able to get that in the next episode. Thanks as ever to Banana Nana and C-Senpai and all of the fantastic Patreon.com supporters over at patreon.com/potato. Thank you very much for watching, folks. I'll see you next time. Bye.